Hey guys, it's ScherBR and I'm back for another video on this channel, and this time I'll be giving a look on the new event called the Revenge of the Sinner. This event is related to the story of the main series in the games, belong to Wilfred, the main protagonist of the Covenant of the Plume game, and also related to Aelia, the so beloved character from the Valkyrie Profile original game. Well, we have to give a look at this event because it follows a very similar pattern than the event that introduced Aelia for the game. It uses raid boss as part of the mechanic of the event, and we have to defeat 20 times of the first common raid boss and 10 times of the hair raid boss that appears here. The hair raid boss appears with lower chances than the common one. So, well, we have to leave a look here. We have 5 stages with story to clear, and then we will have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 3 challenges to clear as well. The challenges are when we start to get the raid bosses, and the last stage is the best place for you to farm. The challenge number 3 is can be hard for some people, but I will be posting my runs here, and Aida is a monster on this event. She will perform most of the damage that you need to defeat all bosses. And she kind of can solo challenge 3 if you bring her with the correct setup. And well, before we delve into that, we have to check some information from the notice. And I will click here, event Revenge of the Sinner, and we see that this event has 2 parts. It says right from the beginning, and Wilfred and Amelia are imbued for the event. We'll talk about Aida and Wilfred in some time. First, we need to see that the first part has 8 stages and the second part as well. The difficulty are the same from the 2 parts of the event. The stages have the same recommended might. And, well, the raid bosses follow the same pattern and how they worked on the last event. They follow the same layout. So you have to defeat them before... when you finish a stage, you have a chance for them to appear, the higher chance for the common boss and a lower chance for the hair boss. And if you don't defeat them in the same run that you found them, they will still be alive, and you will have 1 hour and a half, if I do remember correctly. I don't have the exact number here, but I think this is the right. You have to defeat them again, and you have the time to defeat them 1 hour and 30 minutes. If you can find them and defeat them again, they will be resetted, and your difficulty will get lowered by 1. Let me explain better this. You start the boss with the level 1, you defeat it, you get it to the level 2, you get defeat it again, you get it to level 3. And now let's just say that you lose the battle, or you found it and you didn't manage to defeat it under the time limit. It will revert back to level 2, and you will have to defeat level 2 again to get to level 3 again. So this is very hard to keep doing this. You have to defeat them on the first run, or you have to keep chasing them till you defeat them. This may be hard if you don't have too many AP pots, because they sometimes may not appear when you're looking for them. But if you're a veteran, these bosses won't be that hard. That we got a lot more power compared to the last version of this event. So I believe no veterans won't have difficulty. And the raid boss Hella Cultist is more easy, and he's not that difficult as the hair boss. The first level of the hair boss is already hard for some people that are not veterans. And the first thing that we need to see is that also dog. So dog was barking and just okay, getting back to this, the rewards here are the best one are from level 5, the Awakening Ember. Then we have the level 10 is a Silver Bangle, and the last one is the Yggdrasil branch. This for the common boss. And then we have the hair boss, and there's the Yggdrasil branch on the number 5. And then we have the large stamina potion on the last one. The large stamina potion is not important. So you see that the best reward is on level 5, so most people can still defeat it without getting too far on the level. I'm pretty sure that this boss on level 8 and 9 becomes very hard for most people. So they may have to do 3 runs of the stage of the raid boss to clear it. So at least you see that as soon as you defeat the 10th level of the boss, the other remaining levels are just this generic rewards, and then on the level 50 you get this limited title called Wings of Sin. This is kind of unnecessary, just for whales that are trying to get this title. And then the same thing happens on the common boss, but there's nothing more than the generic rewards. I don't think this is worth as well. Okay, so that's it. There are ways to increase the appearance of the raid bosses, but I'll explain this later. First thing here, we have two exchange boot shops. Actually, one shop, but two parts of the shop. The first part, we will use the first part currency called the Mysterious Book. This currency can be increased by using either Aida and Alfred or the two combined, and there's a lot of good stuff here to get. I'll talk about this later. And then we have the second part that will give us the Chain of Darkness fragment from the stages. The second part won't drop the first part currency, so there's no reason for you to not start playing this event right now. You won't get more chances or more drops of the currency from the first part on the second part, because they won't drop it at all. And then we have some items that you can also get by using the drops from the first part. They are the Skill Up, Glass, Ore, and Shard. These are the most important are the ones that have the 3, because they use the highest possible free skill that we can get in the game. And that's it. Also, this information on the second part will start on the 29th August. Okay, let's just close here and get back to the event. And well, here we can see the exchange booth. I will talk about the good stuff that we can get here. We have Key of Guidance, it's important to use Soul Sublimate. Yggdrasil Branch is always important, we need 10 of it. Silver Bangle, Legendary Rainbow Stone, and now we have the Leosandra. The Leosandra is a fire staff that can also inflict curse, and curse is important for the first boss, the optional boss of the last stage, the 70k recommended mines. Needs to be inflicted with curse, so it becomes way easier. I hope that I can already expect the second part to have a boss with similar mechanics. So if you don't have any source of curse, this could be useful, but don't limit break it if you don't really need this, because this is a candidate for Divine Fragments. I don't think that veterans will give too much benefit by having this one here. If you're a new player, this may be very good for you. Just you can farm the weapon, and then you have 4 of the half-finished Leosandra that can increase the action skill damage to level 5. Level 5 weapons are very good. The base damage here is very strong, and very strong is the same as Ignite, as the other step that was very similar to this one called Eldwad, and all other weapons that we got recently from some events. But this one is very strong. Very strong is not that bad. After very strong, we only have Severe, and then there is one new tire that is not released in the game so far. And then we have this Revenge White Stone. The Revenge White Stone is a weapon that is an item that can limit break the weapon that you get from the event itself. I need to talk about this. Leosandra also increases the appearance of the raid bosses. Look, just like I said, this is the weapon that you need to use to increase the raid boss appearance. And there's other weapon that you get from the first clear of the first raid boss, and the weapon is this one here. Is a great sword from the dark element. Let me find it. Here. This weapon you get from defeating the first common boss of the event. And the action skill is Dark Shell, probably very hard to increase, that's why it's bad. And there's no other debuff related to the weapon, so the base damage will be very bad. And the Revenge of the Sinner raid boss appearance rates up as a passive. In the past event, they said that the effect will only be active if used on a main hand. We can't know this for sure because testing will take quite a lot of time, but use it on your own risk. I'm not using this weapon, and not even the Leosandra, and I'll explain why. Well, first of all, this event needs a lot of farming if you want to get the best items. And if you want to get the best items, you probably get the 2 bosses cleared before you even know it, unless you are not a veteran. Veterans will be able to do this without getting the increased rate for raid appearance. But if you're not that veteran in the game, you're a newbie on the game, these weapons will help you because you may need a lot of runs. But veterans won't need it because they can clear in 1 or 2 runs of the this great boss here, and the appearance is not that bad without using their weapons. And also you see I was farming some of the last stage, and look at my currency. I have almost 4,000 of the mysterious book, and I can get most of the things that I want, at least the ones from up here. And then talking about it, I will get the Hydraulic Brand, Silver Bangle, Legendary Stone, Leosandra, but not the upgrades. I don't want to upgrade this weapon. And then we'll have the 2 orbs. Orbs are always good, the Awakening Ember. I'll skip all other things, get the memory book. The other memory books here are not that costly. The name is Hero Memory 4 is very good, the price that you get here, but you don't need to get the other ones. This generic here is also not that pricey, you can get it. And then the only other thing will be this skill up glass that belongs to the second part, but we use the buck to get it. Okay, so that's why I'm not using any of the event weapons to increase my appearance rate. And well, after we talk about this, the best stage to farm is the Revenge of the Sinner Challenge 3. And if you can't farm the stage, you can farm the Challenge 2. Challenge 2 is not that hard as well, because Aelia is the center of the damage on this event. And if you are a newbie, you can farm this boat, the 5th stage, just by using Aida, or if you get Wirefred from Summon, and farm here, get your currency drop, and try to get the best item that you want here from the exchange booth. Okay, now we need to talk about the 2 characters, Aelia and Wirefred. First of all, Aelia is a monster. She's way strong, but in this event she is a monster. Why you ask? So she has 200% damage plus and Mysterious Book 25 drop. The Mysterious Book is from the first part. She also gets double experience. It helps a lot to level this girl because she's very strong, like I said. And what makes her so strong, besides the 200% damage, she will be just like 3 characters on one. She has the Dragonian's Beat, limited skill, and for 1 turn it will increase her own Purify attack damage. I'm not so sure on the values here, but I think it's double. She deals way more damage just by having this Dragonian's Beat active, but the cooldown is 5, but usually won't need more than 1 to help defeat the boss. With my setup, my Aelia can deal 30% damage to the last boss HP just by her Purify attack. It's just a lot, guys. And by using the action skills Ignite on the 4th turn or 3rd turn onwards, we'll do way more than 50% of the boss HP if you combine the 2 together. And I'll show you guys my potential force for Aida. I invested a lot on her, not that much because I didn't get 1 plus attack here, you can see. But I did use 2 of my silver bangles. I used 1 for the critical hits and got the attack notes that had near this. I unlocked it and got this and this. And then I also unlocked the first one to increase the fire elemental damage. I also got the note that's unlocked after it. And below here I didn't unlock any of this, and neither any of this as well. I was not using Divine Fragments, I'm only using the things that I have. I was using my silver bangles. You see that I'm very... don't really like to use my Divine Fragments for other things, then store it for legendary stones in the future. So this is my Aida, and she's using Ignite. Ignite was from the Machi event. My Ignite is maxed, helps a lot. You can also use the weapon from her banner, but let's just give a look on the banner. I won't be doing a review right now because I want to give a good video, make a good video with all the values that you guys want. I raised them step on my videos. I want to keep the quality of the videos. And unfortunately, I have some work to do today, and had some work to do yesterday as well. So I won't be able to make a good review fast as you guys wanted. So I want to keep the quality. I will release it later in the, today, but not exactly right after of this video. Okay, please try to see that I want to make a good video. I don't want to lower the quality. And well, let's talk about the characters that we can summon for this event. We have Supreme Deity Odin. Let me click on the Divine Weapon traits. Supreme Deity Odin is a character that does not belong to this event in Japan. You see that people call him very ugly because it's strange. And well, he's very good, guys, but I won't be giving the review here. I think this is one of the best banners we had so far. The best after Creation Valkyrie, because, well, Creation Valkyrie and people were very good, as was the weapons. But with Valkyrie Alicia, these are not true. You can click here on Valkyrie Alicia banner. We have Valkyrie Alicia in L. Let's click here. And there's only the two characters as rates up. On the Valkyrie, on the Creation Valkyrie and People banner, we also had weapons. Now here only we have the two characters. When we click drop hates, the hates are not that good as well. Let's see here. The rates for each character starts at 0.5% and will reach 1% at the end. One for each of the characters. Now let's give a look on the banner for Wilfred and Supreme Odin. When we click on drop hates, we'll see that we also have weapons to get from here. It's way better than just focus on the characters. And the weapons are very, very good, just like the weapons on the banner of the Creation Valkyrie. You see here that the artifact characters have the same rate up as the Valkyrie Alicia and L, but we also have very high chances from getting the Avengers Sword and Dragonian Halberd. This won't get tripled, it goes up to 2.4% chances to get. So this is very valuable. We talk about this information here. Now, like I said, Supreme Odin does not belong to this event in Japan, so that's why he doesn't have any bonus damage. He doesn't have any reason to be here. His event will probably come in the future, and he will have more damage bonus. Here we have Wilfred and him are very good. They both have party skills that increase something to the squad. And then we have more damage boost and status book up with Wilfred. This will help you get more drops and farm the currency faster. Then we have the Avenger's Word. It's the signature weapon for Wilfred, and it draws more enemy attacks. So this weapon will help people like L or some other characters that need to have something like this because they are incomplete tanks. We have another character that was released alongside Marge, I always forgot her name, and some other tanks that doesn't have draw more enemy attacks imbued with their own passive. So this is a dark weapon. It's won't match the element from L. L needs a holy weapon, but it's okay. The war hate's not high as well, so that's why I don't recommend well. And the other weapon is called the Dragonian Halberd, and Dragonian Halberd is the signature weapon from Aelia. And you see that the weapon, the Avenger's Word, will increase the Chain of Darkness fragment drop. It's the second part of the event. It will only work as on the second part of the event. Same from the Dragonian Halberd, and both weapon increases the damage. They deal extreme amount of physical damage. What is extreme? Extreme equals severe. It's the same thing. They have different names for a lot of stuff. This is just to confuse people, but extreme is the same as severe. Severe is the same base damage that we have in the past, but the shortly past is the highest damage we have right now. There's only one tier beyond this, and we are still a little far from it. Okay, so both weapons are also legendary evolvable, so you can evolve these weapons. That's why this banner is even better than the Valkyrie Alicia one. And well, the Dragonian Halberd also increases the critical hit rate by 3% on start of battle. As Aida doesn't have an innate way to increase her critical hit rate besides her potential force, this weapon helps her get more of the critical hit damage that she also increases with her third skill. Okay, so that's it, guys. I really hope this can help you. I will be doing a review on these characters, but I won't be able to do this as soon as I wanted. Thanks for those that watched this video to the end. Please subscribe if you haven't. I really need to get to 1000 subscribers to start getting revenue from my channel. And we see each other on the next video. Bye!